so it's like, oh, now we have to convert it into pounds. It's like, oh, I guess that means 2.2. So we figured it out. And we ended up having a dial-in meeting about it this afternoon as well, where I actually had a lot to say about what was happening because it was my job. And it looks like I'm finally getting my wish of a field trip to the new location. And it was another case of I know that I'm different or special compared to others because they didn't factor in how important my job was on moving all that equipment I used there. But of course, the inserter machine being the biggest and weighing the most, but also the printers that I use. So I may not be moving with everybody else. It might get held up. So it's like, okay, this isn't a new thing. I started during COVID 4 years ago. I pretty much had the building to myself except the branch until we had returned to office more than a year later. Yeah, I won't mind that at all. I could do a lot with that, but no, I don't. I love my job and the benefits, and I prefer to keep it that way. The weekend. And I still do things even though it can be challenging for somebody like me that doesn't like everybody that he meets. Hey, that's why it's good that I print checks all day and I'm part of the building where I have to ring a doorbell to talk to me. But I do have to eat like everybody else, so that meant that I went to have a sandwich at Jersey Mike's, and I ended up with 3 golden stories just from that one visit, where they keep asking, do you want it Mike's way? Every time I go. And I said, it doesn't sound very appealing to me when that means that you're putting vinegar on it. And then I told a story about how I bought a bottle of wine when I was in wine country in Northern California, and I didn't drink it until 7 years later when I was dating somebody like wine. And she wouldn't drink it after finding out that it turned to vinegar. And it's like, well, I bought it, damn it. I'm going to drink it. I don't believe in wasting things. So that was story number 1. Number 2, I got complimented about my brown leather coat when I was trying to pay for the sandwich. I got sidetracked. I went off on a tangent about how somebody said, get rid of the coat. And it's like, dude, that's not why I'm single. Yeah, I'm not friends with them anymore because who likes unsolicited advice? I know I don't. Number 3, I go get my drink as you do after I pay for my sandwich, and then I'm not sure why an employee wanted to keep chatting with me because he already got my money and I already have my food. And then he asked me where I work. I said I work at a bank, and he said I work here. No shit. You mean to tell me that you weren't trying to just punk me by wearing a Jersey Mike's hat and shirt that just make sandwiches all day to make people think that you work here? Oh, shucky darn! You could have fooled me! Oh. I mean, that was a known sequitur, no doubt. And I had to look that one up because it was the name of a cartoon I like. It's Latin for it does not follow. And that definitely did not follow. So there was that one. And then after that, I went to tour a museum. And it was really weird. I was listening to the radio, and I listened to a nice song. It was Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, the most famous version, which is by Willie Nelson. And then I get out of the museum, and what happens? It's raining, I walk 2 blocks in my car and get soaked. It's like, is this poetic? Because I heard a rain song and then I get soaked? I don't know! I do like rain songs as long as I don't get soaked. Who doesn't? Ugh. And then I went to the Guthrie this weekend to see a play. I hadn't done that in a while. I saw Little Shop of Horrors. I'd never seen the movie, but I liked the play except for the opening scene because there was no dialogue in it. It's like, come on, what does this have to do with the rest of the play? It's like, then somebody finally talked. It's like, good! And that plane kept growing during the movie and it was funny. It's like, so yeah, it was worth my time. It was worth going. Well, I guess that'll do it for me. Thank you. You've all been great.